Crazy thing what happened, right? My daughter, she's 22, she's going out with this chap. I finally gets to meet him, gets to know him, gets to talk to him. He just asked me all these questions about work and business and property and all that sort of stuff, you know. I said, sure, look, I'll show you a few things if you want to know a few things. He takes this notion to come up to the office every day at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. So he finishes work, gets his dinner, comes up to the office. Sometimes he doesn't even get his dinner, just comes straight up to the office. My office finishes at 6 o'clock, but I always stay on till 7. So I'm always the last person there. But this guy knows absolutely nothing about my business, nothing about any of the systems, could not be left alone at all. I'm like, right, I'll show you a few things. And he's turning up every single day. So I'm like going to work and I'm like, oh, fuck, there he is again. I can't go home now. I'm then working every waking hour. And a portion of that time I'm just working just to show this fella a few tricks, right? And then he starts coming in a little bit earlier. He's just a little bit more inquisitive and a little bit more determined than the people who I'm paying full time, right? But he hasn't a clue what he's doing. He knows nothing about our systems, our processes, nothing about sales, nothing about onboarding clients. But he had the desire to learn. He's an apprentice electrician. So I said, look, when you finish your apprenticeship, I'll give you a full-time job. Okay, I thought that was fair enough, right? Then one day, he started jogging home from work and a fucking dog attacked him, bit him on the arm. He's out of work, getting operations, all sorts of carry on. Fairly serious now, right? Lucky, very lucky, like, but serious enough. I'm like, well, look, if you're going to be out of work, you may as well come over and we'll find something for you to do. So he's turning up to the office now, probably 2 months at this stage, right? Working for me, just turning up to the office, you know? Now he's starting to learn. Now he's asking the right questions and now I'm like, grab that and do this and ring that fella, say that. And he's still terrible on the phone, very polite with the clients, just didn't know how to handle certain things. But I'm noticing he's learning. And I'm like, look, you're actually learning this stuff very, very well. If you want, you can stay here. We'll give you a job, you know. After him basically turning up to the office every day after work, keeping me there till like the late evening, he now knows what he's doing and he works for us and he's absolutely a star player on the team, you know. I'm very, very grateful to have such a good player on the team because my team is all A players. And what I'm noticing is other people come in and they join the team as a contractor or as a team member. They just don't last. They can't survive in a high performance environment. So now I'm in a situation where I need to hire somebody else. Do I hire somebody who's qualified and matches all the criteria, or do I get somebody who is a blank canvas and I just teach them again from the start? I need to hire somebody who has an interest in business, has an interest in entrepreneurship, has an interest in property, and maybe has a little bit of an interest in construction and wants to work on the office side of things as opposed to working on the on-site side of things. So I'm completely confused now at this stage as to what the best way is to go about finding this new employee. I'm looking to hire somebody in the Dublin office to come and basically sit next to me in the exact same way that the previous employee did, the previous volunteer did, until he gets to the point where he's good enough to become an employee and be left on his own. So if you have an interest in business, entrepreneurship, and you want to learn from us as well as becoming a good part of the team and be sales minded, drop me a DM, say, hey Joe, tell me about the job position. We'll have a conversation.